So you got a flag down.
Side.
Everyone but the center. Offense.
Welcome to Goffsides, everybody. Special episode this week.
Sides.
Here, as always, we've got, well, not always. Actually, no, Garrett, you're here like every single episode. Garrett's here.
I'm here, yeah. Huh.
We've got Steven.
No, you don't.
We got Jack's back.
I'm back from an illness.
And for the first time...
Non-COVID illness.
And not Ligma.
Yeah.
True.
Real. And for the first time, we have a very special guest. Legitimate niche micro-internet superstar of his own right. Host of critically acclaimed podcast, or Fake Racers podcast. The voice of the USRL. It's our boy, Joe Towianski.
Wow, what an introduction.
Yeah.
I didn't know I did half of those things, honestly.
I thought that wasn't going to end.
Matt, there are too
Honestly,
many words.
there are too many things in there.
There's
An
too
hour
many big
of
words
Joe,
for them.
and then...
Yeah, there's too many big words for the rest of us three to understand. Take it easy.
Yeah.
What?
There's a reason Matt was plucked out of this group
What?
to come do
Yeah.
our podcast.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
rude.
I mean,
Rude.
it's
I-
the truth, though.
Jesse
Rude.
asks me semi-frequently, he's like, how do I get on Fake Racers? And I was like, I just asked.
Hey, he hasn't asked, right?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know, ask
Fair.
him.
No, but thanks, guys, for having
Yeah.
me. Woo!
Do you wanna tell us about yourself a little bit and your football? Fandom?
Sure. I like football.
Hell yeah.
Big football. Actually, so the big thing that got me into football, it was in 5th grade. And I had this awesome teacher in 5th grade, and we did this like NFL challenge thing every week, and it was like to help with our math skills and whatnot. But we would do pick'ems and pick, like 10 games off the slate. And he had like all the helmets and stuff in the room, and he'd have them lined up like in the right matchups and stuff. It was really cool. So that's when I got into the NFL, but I've always been obviously a big college guy. And yeah, Michigan Wolverines were Big Ten champs. We beat
Yeah.
Ohio State.
That's funny. That reminds me of in 5th grade when my 5th grade teacher called me a pussy.
Oh. I got a worse one. When I was in 8th grade, we had a teacher who was only there for like a month. Basically, like one of our teachers had stepped away to go fill a principal spot at a different school. And we had this replacement teacher who was just not down to clown with us, and she told one of my my classmates that he was, quote, a waste of space and air. And needless to say,
That's awesome.
that was her last day working there.
That's
So-
bullshit. She should have came back.
That's crazy.
Jack, I thought you were going to bring up the camp story.
They hated her.
Well, we're not talking about that one on the podcast.
They hated her because she
You
was
know, so I
fucking
can't
true.
talk about the camp story.
You
Yeah.
can't talk. Yeah. That's a whole
That's
fucking
an,
box
that's
of
an
words.
uncensored USRL bit we'll do in like 3 years.
Yeah.
If there's anyone
anyway.
that actually watches.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to move on desperately from this. Michigan Wolverines, though, making the playoff for the first time. How are you feeling
Yeah.
about that?
I feel great. We got big physical offensive line that just mows people over. Got 2 running backs, which I actually have this really good take. It was a shower thought. Hassan Haskins, if the Titans do not draft him to be the backup for Derrick Henry, I don't know what they're doing, because he is built in that same mold, at least like thinking wise about running. Obviously not as big a frame, but our running backs are awesome. Cade McNamara, everyone shits all over him all the time. I think he's great. Has a lot of Tom Brady in him, which is kind of scary. So scary good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. We're gonna take down Georgia.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna beat Cincinnati, because they're gonna upset
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
I can only get so erect if Cincinnati wins.
If
Hey,
Cincinnati goes to the finals, like they will not hesitate to expand the playoffs just so they can
Drew.
have them jump through more hoops to make it there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude, I don't really watch college football, but I will 100% watch a Michigan-Cincinnati national championship.
Mhm.
That'd be so
Great.
fucking good.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Michigan finally gets over the Ohio State hump. But more importantly, your other team, the Detroit Lions, have won a football game.
yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't
happened.
tie this time.
They've really had a
Didn't
couple
tie.
chances to give that one away.
They
We
tried.
gave it away.
They really tried.
My God.
They tried so fucking hard to give that game away.
That's Dan Campbell football, baby.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
They're not wrong when they say these guys want to run through the wall for them. Like, I mean, just the emotion, and like everyone was shitting all over them. Like, oh, they acted like they just won a Super Bowl. Like, brother, just
They
be happy
lost-
for
Basically did.
someone.
They've
Because
lost
it's
off
going to be
literal.
probably their only win.
They've lost off
364 days without winning a football
Yeah.
game.
this season. They have 3 walk-off field goal losses. Like
Fuck
that's
that.
fucking ridiculous. But the shot of Jared Goff like throwing that game-winning touchdown, or sorry, that walk-Goff touchdown, and then literally sprinting to the sideline to fucking bear hug Dan Campbell gave me all of the feelies.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The way
Um,
they played this year, they should have had a win already. They should have had like 3 or 4. They just
oh yeah.
Lionsed their way to.
Yeah.
And
Whatever
that's
it is.
always been the same. That's always been the thing with these coaches, right? Caldwell got fired because of his clock management skills, and Campbell's kind of showing those same type of things, right? You think back to the Chicago game,
Oh, yeah.
and you know, just awful clock management. Dude has a really bad habit of using his timeouts in the third quarter for some reason.
Bold. I like that.
But
I do Sean McDermott, but we'll get into that later.
but yeah, it was really exciting to see him win, and yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
I'm like ridiculously happy for all of the Lions players and like
Now-
everybody in the stands for that.
Don't win another game.
True.
Yeah, thanks for that first pick. We
who's-
got it now.
Yeah. Who's the first overall pick going to be? Probably, I don't know.
Right now, it's Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end for the
Oh.
University of Michigan. So that'd be pretty
Uh-huh.
cool.
So, do you want them to get a quarterback, or should they stick with Jared
So,
Goff?
the amount of
Not
money
really.
they put into Goff,
That's
right?
fair.
How
Yeah.
long is Goff signed for?
I think 2 or 3 more years.
Uh,
Um,
I
Yeah,
feel like they're
Well-
going to get like a second round pick on them or something.
so they have the Rams first pick, right? And I think that's probably
Yeah,
where they're
that's
going
right.
to take a quarterback,
Yeah.
or they'll
never
take one early second. But I don't. If they get that number 1 pick and they take a quarterback with this year's
mind.
class, they're dumb, big
Yeah,
dumb.
There's just not a lot of options.
Jared Goff's contract, there's an out in 2023, but he's signed through 2024.
Yeah, they did some. You know, they did the cap gymnastics with it.
Let's talk about the Vikings though, because I kind of, if any team was gonna
Of
lose
course
to the
it's the
Lions,
fucking
it was gonna be the Vikings.
This was not a surprise.
You know what's kind of sad? Like,
I had a feeling that the Vikings were gonna Viking this. But
yeah,
To their credit, though, a lot of injuries on the defense.
that's
yeah,
fair.
and they didn't have Dalvin Cook either with a
Yeah,
torn labrum in his
Madison's-
shoulder.
What is it?
Yeah, didn't-
Madison's yards per carry is pretty good still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 4.1.
Did it?
I will say this. If Kirk Cousins were on a better team, he would genuinely be an MVP candidate this year.
Yep.
Maybe.
Look at
Eh.
his stats.
Yeah,
This
his
is-
stats are good, but like,
That's the whole point. Is that
Yeah.
his stats show for him as a player, he's doing what he needs to do.
yeah, but like, there's still shit like he did in like the 49er game where he lines
I mean,
up.
of
behind his
course,
fucking
Patrick
center.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
has been-
I'd wait. Spell Mahomes did it?
No, I'm saying is like you got the people who are quote
Oh.
unquote called the best of the league right now that have been like having bad weeks all year. So, I mean, it's just part of the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Kirk Cousins has only thrown 3 interceptions this year.
yeah, and 25
for him?
touchdowns.
For him is huge because he threw a lot more. He threw 3 in the Falcons game last year.
Yeah.
God.
See, the thing is, no matter how good he is, he's never going to be successful because he's not good in primetime games, and every playoff game is primetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
We call him Garfield for a reason. He's only won once on Monday.
And
Yeah.
I mean, his name is Kirk.
True.
Like-
Cannot trust a motherfucker named Kirk, and then
No.
you got Cousins in the back. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he went to Michigan State.
True.
Oh.
What?
My
I have no
all-time
opinion towards Michigan State whatsoever, but
my
whatever.
all-time favorite
hate him.
Kirk Cousins moment was
I
when
wonder why.
he was calling for the snap and his voice cracked.
No, my favorite is when he kneeled instead of spiked the ball down.
Okay, that one was pretty good too.
That's still the dumbest fucking thing I've seen a quarterback do.
It was bad.
This is why I will never call Kirk Cousins elite.
Yeah. So that's that. Moving on. Let's talk about my team beating the Saints 27-17.
No, let's not.
Congrats.
I mean,
Thank
they
you.
played close through the first half.
The defense just turned it
Hey
on.
man, they're going
Yeah.
up against vaunted passing attack led by Taysom Hill. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude had some-
interceptions, 5.
Wow.
4.
Yeah, he had a lot of interceptions. in
Yo,
that
can we
fourth
shout out Taysom Hill for just fleecing the fuck out of the Saints? Holy shit.
Yeah.
My God.
They kind of put themselves in that position because they put that like first round tender on him where it was like, yeah, you're going to have to give us a first rounder if you're going to sign or trade for Taysom Hill. And then nobody did, and they were like, "Oh fuck!" And like, he's good. He's good at his niche thing of playing utility player, and it's like, yeah, he's like a good backup if you need somebody to come in an emergency. But when it's a situation where they're like, "Oh fuck, can anybody throw?"
It is not going to end well.
On them. They really said, "If it isn't the consequences of my own action."
Yeah. In their defense, they don't really have any weapons right now because Mike Thomas is out for the whole year pretty much. Kamara's been out.
That whole team is just wrecked with injuries.
I'm looking through their wide receiver group, and there's only
it's not pretty.
2 guys that I recognize, and one of them didn't have a single reception. So.
Oh, that reminds me about the Jaguars game. I have to bring someone up.
Okay. But the last time the Saints won, they were 5-2.
Yeah.
They
went from the yo-yo team to just bad.
Well, yeah, because they lost their quarterback. Once
they lost Winston, it was over.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Well, they lost Jameis Winston.
Yeah,
and
then they lost.
That was
great. Yeah.
So, Jameis Winston, franchise quarterback, maybe.
I was gonna say, like, if you tell someone that like 2 or 3 years ago, they'll give you a funny look.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston, the future franchise quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. Like, what?
Shame he's doing so well before he got hurt.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like the Saints were yo-yoing back and forth, like really hard with him as the quarterback, and then he got hurt, and now they're just bad. And now it's like, oh, maybe we do need Jameis for the future. So,
and hey, Jameis has not looked horrible. He has not looked great, but he's not looked horrible. That's positive. He's going in the right direction.
He hasn't like slipped on anything in a while.
True.
Hasn't gone to the grocery store and
hasn't
out with them.
Hey, he has not beaten the shit out of an Uber driver yet. That's good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
He's reformed.
Watch the fuck out, Uber driver.
Square up, bitch.
No, look, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, another note about this game, though, because I want to talk about it before we get to pick'ems, because I'll probably forget. So, Mike McCarthy pretty much guaranteed a win over the Washington football team this week coming up, which was funny. Because, he was out this week with COVID, too. Right. I forgot about that. But they asked him, like, what are your plans going into Washington? And he's like, well, we're going to win. And then they're like, are you like that confident? He's like, well, I go into every football game thinking I'm going to win. Like, how else am I supposed to answer that question?
Good point.
And at first I was like, uh-oh. And then I heard that second quote. I was like, okay, no, that's baller shit. So we'll see about how the Saints do. They are getting Alvin Kamara back in theory this week. He's practicing again, but he's pretty much the entire offense.
Mm-hmm. That would allow them to win like 2 more games this season.
Yeah. Speaking of winning 2 games this season, though, the Houston Texans somehow,
for some reason,
I can say this because I watched the little first quarter bits of this.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Well, mainly because so the first throw of the game by Tyrod got intercepted on like toe tapper.
That's
on the sideline.
Tyrod Taylor football.
And they went on to score it. And then the next drive, they come out and fumble the ball.
Jesus Christ.
It was just a messy game. And honestly, the score, 31-0, it should have been a lot more because Jonathan Taylor lit them up all day. And as your little stat thing says here, the Texans have been outscored 62-3 this season by the Colts.
Yeah, it's really funny to look at the Texans roster and like their two leading rushers are Rex Burkhead and Brandon Cooks, and I was like, man, remember when they were on the Patriots winning Super Bowls?
what a fall from grace.
Yeah,
the Texans are in the Pirates spot right now where they just exist, and that's all they're going to do for the future.
Yeah,
isn't their coach or GM the Texans? Is he like a preacher or something?
Yeah, the GM weird, is the really... weird Christian guy.
Yeah, he was the team. What is it called?
I
don't know.
Team church guy,
team religious
church
guy.
Yeah, Jesus man.
Yeah.
Jesus man.
But Jesus.
Yeah. So the Colts get a much needed win. They're now 7-6, kind of controlling their own destiny in the destiny. Wow, I can't speak. Destiny in the playoff race. But I would like to point out that the 2-10 Houston Texans are eliminated from playoff contention before the 1-win Lions.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thanks, NFC.
I had them going all the way this year.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that is that. I don't really think there's much else to talk about other than Tyrod Taylor and Davis Mills having like literally identical stat lines. So.
Yo, Davis Mills is gonna be GOAT. Don't you worry.
No, he's like Mike fucking White. He's gonna have his one good game.
Mike White ain't got shit on Davis Mills, bro.
Davis Mills reminds me of an iRacing Peak Series driver, and I can't explain why.
Real quick. Have there been any updates on Deshaun Watson? Like
no. The trade deadline came and went, and he's still in Houston.
Well,
so
I figured he would stay, but like, my goodness,
they tried really hard because the biggest thing that I heard was that they were trying to ship him to Miami. Get a bunch of picks off of them. That was the last thing I heard.
From what I've heard, Watson has a no trade clause, and he said that the only team he's going to waive it for is for the Dolphins. And so the Dolphins were pretty interested about it. And this will be a perfect segue into the Dolphins game. The Panthers were also in on it, but Deshaun Watson was like, no, I'm not going to Carolina. So basically, the Dolphins ownership has talked to Deshaun Watson, but no deal ended up coming together, and they stuck with Tua. And since the trade deadline passed and they basically put their faith in Tua, the Dolphins have won 5 in a row. So
good.
Wow, I never would have guessed.
Works.
Well, what happens when
quarterback?
He has a little more confidence.
Crazy when you put trust in your quarterback and
yeah, it's almost like they succeed.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
The Dolphins rolled over the Giants 20-9 as the Daniel Giants-less Giants are terrible and bad and stupid and dumb.
Mike Glennon, though.
Yeah, the neck.
The bald-headed
this man.
Goat.
There was one drive in this game where he got sacked on 2 straight plays by the same player. I don't remember who it is, but I think it's something Phillips. But it was stupid because it was a sack fest for them. At that
Jalen Phillips, by the way.
Jalen Phillips, there we go. But yeah, Giants just kept kicking field goals all day. That's all.
Did he do the Aaron Rodgers "I own you" thing after the second sack?
No, what's funny is he rolled when he did like a little it's like a hedgehog roll. Like after he made the sack,
like a somersault.
Like a somersault. You gotta look it up. It's so crazy because the first play he does this like weird shuffle thing after he gets the sack. In the second one, he just fucking hedgehog rolls. It's so stupid. Hold on, I gotta find the video for the people on the show.
So, what would the progression be then if he did the third one? If he got a third one in a row, what would he have done?
Oh, I think you got to do a backflip at that point.
Yeah, like flip
or like a cartwheel.
I thought he was just gonna start flossing or something.
He just default dances on
him. Just sack him and T-pose over.
Jesus Christ. No, you're gonna start jerking on him, dude.
Oh my goodness.
For reference, jerk
that's a dance. Come on, man.
From the hit 2010 New Boy song, "You're a Jerk." So
Sure.
Okay, so go here and look at like 30-second mark, and that's where he does the little cartwheel thing.
This is a visual bit on an audio-only show, but I will do my best to try to describe it. There's no video that's showing up on my end. Oh, there it is.
Thanks,
okay. 30-second mark. Okay. Here we go. This Mike Glennon. Oh! Hey, he did 2 summer salts. He did a double.
Awesome. Good for him.
I guess he's just really excited about the Sonic 2 trailer.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Who isn't excited for Sonic 2?
Honestly. So Tommy Wiseau is probably pretty excited. Maybe he'll get to be Shadow. We're getting off topic. So
not this. We're not talking about the Tommy Wiseau thing.
The Dolphins are dragging themselves back in the wild card hunt, though.
Yep.
Like
they really are.
Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, because like the entire time they started out 1-7, and I was like, I don't think they're that bad. And then they beat the Ravens in that stupid game, and they've just been hot since then. So.
Yeah.
And then they have a bye this week, but you know how they play after that? The Jets.
Oh.
So pencil them in for 7-7.
Hey, E-T-S, Jets.
Suck.
Yeah.
And that was that game.
It was certainly a game.
Moving on, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers triumph over the Atlanta Falcons 30-17. They are now 9-3. The Falcons very quickly falling out of the wild card hunt that just a few weeks ago. Oh, a month ago they were 4-4, and it was like, hey, and now they're 5-7.
Yeah.
If it's one person that should be doing that Aaron Rodgers "I own you" bit, it's Tom Brady to the Falcons because he's not lost to them.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, the Falcons have just choked it away every time they've had.
Exactly.
The Falcons played themselves.
Yeah, and this was just like the first game they played this season. It was tight at halftime, and then the Falcons just kind of forgot how to play football.
Falconed.
Brady had another fucking stupid game where he's 38-51, 368 yards, 4 touchdowns, a pick. This dude's like 48. God damn it.
He's going to be out there 60 years old with a walker, still throwing 400 yards a game.
He's like 4 years older than Ben Roethlisberger, but looks 15 years younger. Like, Ben Roethlisberger looks fucking old.
Well, there's a difference between avocado ice cream and rape.
Yeah.
What?
You're right.
I don't know if I should cut that out or not, but that was pretty good. Did you hear last year, or maybe it was this year? I think it was coming into this year when Ben Roethlisberger was talking about getting like recommitted, and he said he stopped watching porn.
Yeah,
and it was like his arm strength conveniently went down.
I don't believe it.
Coincidence?
Yeah, he's a real jerk.
He is a real fucking jerk.
Okay, back to Falcons. Getting off that topic.
Can we move on and talk about Game of the Week?
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about Bucs.
Yeah, I give a shit.
That is the incredibly unstoppable force meeting the immensely movable object.
Of course. As per usual, weekly in the NFL.
It's Game of the Week. Eagles, Jets, Garrett?
Yes, sir!
Yeah.
Let's go.
The Gardner Minshew experience!
Fucking Minshew.
Yeah.
What about him?
Why is he not a starter?
I don't know, but...
He played for Jacksonville.
Blame the Jaguars.
That is fair.
Jags,
Jacksonville, they just don't know how to build around a quarterback.
He was like genuinely good when he was in Jacksonville, too.
I love
league if he gets starting gig.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I love the meme that came up after this game. That's like, Jalen Hurts, you better. I'm sorry that you got hurt, but you're not getting your starting job back.
That's a nice started spot. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Yeah, this man was 20 for 25 and threw 2 touchdowns for over 240 yards. He had himself a solid game for.
Hurts is washed, dude.
The Eagles are such a weird team, though.
They really are.
Early in the year, they're so good at running the ball, but they don't run the ball. And now they're like, "Hey, let's run the ball."
Yeah, and then they committed
they're
to
running
it.
the ball.
They committed to it with Jalen Hurts, and they were actually doing shit. And then Hurts gets hurt, and then hurt. quick tangent. I thought it was perfect when they drafted Jalen Hurts because everybody was always getting injured on the Eagles, and I was like, that's just perfect. That he's got Hurts in his name because he's going to be hurt all the time. But Hurts gets injured. In comes Minshew, and they're like, all right, I guess we're turning back into an aerial attack again.
They didn't even really turn into it. Well, they just kind of threw
Minshew,
5-yard passes.
Minshew's guy to go to was Dallas Goedert all day.
Yeah.
He's the dude who caught the 2 touchdown passes from him. So he had 6 receptions for over 100 yards. I mean,
they were running the Jared Goff game plan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Strike the tight ends and see if it works.
Short throw, short throw, short throw.
Honestly, though, I would love to. Like, the Steelers should trade for Minshew.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine?
Don't make me a Steelers fan.
The chaotic aura of the AFC North when your starting quarterbacks are Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and Gardner Minshew. Think of the memes.
Dude, all of the games are going to be like 16-13.
If the draft doesn't work out for the Steelers, they should actually take a look at Minshew. That would be such a good bridge move for the next couple of years until somebody really catches their eye.
Steelers they're signing Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Dual quarterback threat.
We're converting Russell Wilson to tight end though.
Well,
no,
his
just
finger.
a flea flicker.
Oh yeah, his fingies do hurt.
Just
I
flea
think he'd
flicker
probably be a running
plays
back.
where Wilson starts off, he throws it back to Rodgers, and Rodgers just hauls the mail.
Yeah, just lateral back and forth till somebody gets open.
The John Boyce style multiple quarterback offense. There you go. You have a third quarterback whose specific job is to lateral to the other quarterback, though. He's like the relay.
It's just the second center.
Oh shit! Yeah, there.
You just keep hiking it backwards.
It's just option. It's like an option play.
Yeah, wait. We just invented Army's offense.
Yeah, we did.
Shout out to Army football.
I love me some Army football, dude.
For real. I forgot what I was gonna say now.
So that's Gardner Minshew.
Oh yeah, speaking of QBs, Zach Wilson actually looked good. He actually had a good game.
He had a couple messy plays, but other than that, he looked a bit more solid than what he normally has on the Jets this season.
That's gonna happen when you're a rookie QB.
That's the thing is like those first couple drives, like against each other, it was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a shootout, and then the Eagles just kind of ran away with it.
Yeah.
For a rookie without any sort of veteran guidance on the team, like Josh Johnson's there, but he doesn't count. But like you're gonna screw up a lot in your first year or two.
Yeah.
As long as he keeps shaking that stuff out of his game, he's gonna be good.
That was the thing coming into some of these games is it's like they're probably gonna be bad as long as we see those moments from Zach Wilson where you're like, oh my god, they'll be fine. Like you saw that against the Titans and that like signature touchdown he had. But yeah, so I wouldn't worry too much about the Jets quarterback situation.
He should be bad, I think.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. No,
Start Mike White.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Mike White.
Speaking though of a rookie QB who's not having a great time right now, Trevor Lawrence. Unfortunately, those great moments that kind of dried up as they got stomped by the Rams 37-7.
This was ugly.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Why does Urban Meyer still have his job?
I don't know, because obviously they're all not on the same page because Robinson needs to be running the ball. Lawrence says he needs to be doing that. And now we have Urban Meyer throwing people under the bus.
Yeah.
Because of it.
We're off to a good start.
So, Meyer likes the idea of keeping his job.
Can we get a shout out to Laquan Treadwell for leading the Jaguars receiving yards?
Yeah.
It helped that like the one drive they were good on, he got an absolute dime down the middle of the field. But other than that, that's it.
I gotta post the video again of Laquan Treadwell highlights. Treadwell.
Urban Meyer and making excuses go better together than peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, here we go.
There's something new every week.
This is the dude that left Florida because he had all the allegations of his guys literally killing people and him knowing about it and staying on the team. Yeah. A guy that left Ohio State because he had an assistant that was beating his wife, and then he claimed that, my medicine made my brain hurt or some shit. So he stopped coaching football for 2 years. Now he's an NFL head coach, hires the strength and conditioning coach from the University of Iowa, who at the time, the University of Iowa was having lawsuits with a bunch of players claiming discrimination from said assistant. It's crazy. It keeps going though. And then obviously you had the whole grinding scandal earlier this year. Dude doesn't fly back with his team on the plane. I mean, like,
he is like showing all the red flags just to fucking fire him, and they're not doing it.
Like he wanted that USC job so bad, and they just didn't fire him. So he couldn't take it. It's great.
Yeah, so my prediction earlier in the season was he was gonna get fired or quit after the Rams game in LA because he was gonna take the USC job. That unfortunately did not happen, but he we
got something a lot funnier though.
Matt, there's still some time.
Yeah, we still have about 2 days.
More days.
So, and then Austin's prediction of him getting fired after the Titans game basically takes the money spot.
So the problem with him getting fired is Shad Khan.
Yeah.
And that whole organization, they've put so much faith into this guy who has, again, no NFL experience. Right? They're building all new facilities because he wants it. Obviously, they gave him a boatload of money because that TV gig is pretty cushy, right? Mm-hmm. It's just he's one of those coaches that's gonna be there, and he's gonna get the benefit of the doubt more often than not. Like, he's gonna have to extremely F something up to get fired. And it's Urban Meyer, so he won't do it that bad, so that way he can quit before he gets fired, because he's never gotten fired from anywhere, because, brain ouchie or some shit.
Yeah, so this is what was said about the running backs, because for some reason they just don't run the ball with James Robinson as much as they should.
And they drafted a running back in the first round.
Yeah,
which was a big slap in the face to Robinson.
Yeah.
Yo.
If I'm Robinson, I'm fucking leaving, dude. I'm requesting a trade.
Yeah.
Go to Buffalo, dude.
Please
go to Buffalo.
ESPN reporter Michael Duraco said Jaguars coach Urban Meyer, speaking on his radio show, reiterates that he doesn't micromanage the running back rotation, and when a running back goes back into the game after a fumble is up to the coaches. And then Brett Coleman, a guy I'm a big fan of, said, remember when Ohio State missed the playoffs and a chance at back-to-back rings because they only gave Zeke like 11 touches against Michigan State? And Urban's response was pretty much just, quote, golly, that probably wasn't a good idea. Yeah, I remember too. This isn't a new thing. And as somebody in the reply said, though, it's up to the coaches, the head coach.
I was gonna say, like,
yeah, Jesus Christ.
Every single time I'm like, man, I haven't heard anything from Urban Meyer in a while. Maybe he's doing a good job, and then something fucking stupid comes up like clockwork. Every time.
He's just a human sack of shit. I mean,
dude,
there's no other way.
I swear, it is a requirement to be a piece of shit to be a college coach. It's insane.
No.
Well, you got fucking Brian Kelly who fucking killed someone.
Okay, but you can't just pick out the bad ones. I mean, we can keep picking out bad ones like James Franklin at Penn State. I mean,
Jerry Sandusky.
I was gonna say Jerry Sandusky.
I don't know about that one.
That might be something you want to cut out.
The Ravens radio announcer. I might clarify.
Is he
Jerry
actually?
Sandusky. There's a different Jerry Sandusky.
Okay, good. I was like,
wow.
Ooh, that dude. I thought he was in jail.
Jerry Sandusky too. Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of bad dudes. Anywhere, right? So
yeah. Quick side note though, I listen to Around the NFL a lot, and they use when they do their game reviews, they use like a radio clip of the winning team, like radio calling that, and they would also be like Baltimore announcer Jerry Sandusky, and I'd be like, wait, hang on,
wait a minute.
And then they clarified later, they're like different Jerry Sandusky. But yeah. Oh, we should probably talk about the Rams though.
Oh my goodness.
Their 3-game losing streak is over. It was the classic get right game where it's like, man, we've been having a tough stretch. Let's go kick the shit out of this really bad team.
Just chuck it to Cooper Kupp, have a good time.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Stafford threw 3 touchdowns and just shy of 300 yards. They had a 100-yard rusher, which is a luxury for Matt. Cooper Kupp had a great game. OBJ caught a touchdown. So they've got a huge game coming up this week, though, that they need to win.
I'm torn now since they had this losing streak about wanting them to win so Stafford can win a playoff game and I don't have to hear that crap anymore. But also, if they keep losing, that draft pick gets better, you know? Like,
you're literally like, yeah,
torn.
but no, but yeah, but no, yeah.
Do whatever you want. You know, whatever, but...
Surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, November was very surprising.
So that was Jags Rams. Speaking of their division rival that they are chasing, the Cardinals beat the Bears 33-22. Matt Nagy also in that category of why do you still have your job?
That's another guy that's kind of a piece of garbage.
Is there scandals about him?
There's not scandals, but just the way he kind of talks about his players and stuff. You think about how he mishandled Mitch Trubisky. Blaming the kicker for the double doink. I mentioned this 2 weeks ago on that show of how after the 2018 season, instead of just burying the tape and moving on from the double doink, when they did their kicker tryouts, they made every kicker they had try that field goal from that exact length and hash mark that they lost the fucking playoff game from. Yeah.
If Matt Nagy wanted to go, hey guys, remember when this happened in January? You guys want to relive that constantly?
And, our good buddy, Ryan Pace, of course, the GM over there. And
that throws me off.
What?
That always throws me off.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's the other thing, right? Because the head coach is always connected with the GM and vice versa. Yeah. And it just, I don't know what to think, because you think that Pace, the GM, he's, all these rumors come out, right? Usually when there's rumors, there's when there's smoke, there's fire. But you also, this is the guy that he hired and brought in.
Yeah.
So the blame has to go on him, too. I don't know. Unless you draft Justin Fields.
It just doesn't help that after the game, too, where he was like, we got to figure out what the problem is. When
look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Take a shot every time Matt Nagy says something like, we all got to do better and it starts with me, or we got to figure out the whys. Every time there's the coach cliche about why they're losing, take a shot, you'll die.
Hey, yo.
It's the Bears. It's a lot like last season with the Jets, where it was like, why is Adam Gase still here? It's because they don't fire coaches mid-season. Nagy's done at the end of the year. He's out and gone.
I don't. They're so stubborn.
Yeah, he should be, but I don't know if they will.
Yeah, true.
He should have been fired after last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have been fired a couple times.
They made the playoffs. They got to play in the Nickelodeon game. So
listen,
Cordell Patterson got to be the first person to say fuck on the Nickelodeon station. So
Mitch Trubisky, first ever MVP, baby.
Yeah, and then they called him Mick Trubisky. So
I love that. That Nickelodeon broadcast is great.
They're bringing that back this year, right?
Oh yeah, they are.
I can't wait.
Dude, I would pay so much money to have Nance and Romo on the Nickelodeon broadcast. Can you imagine Tony Romo losing his shit over digital slime?
They well, they have a weekly show now on Nickelodeon too.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
They still give out the MVPs every week.
Yeah. We should probably talk about the actual game though. Andy Dalton threw 4 interceptions. It was not a good Andy Dalton game. Fields is hurt because the Bears don't know how to take care of their young players because they suck. Was Kyler Murray? Yeah, Kyler Murray did make his return. They basically ran the ball the whole time. He only attempted 15 passes, no turnovers or anything. Cardinals just keep rolling, though. I believe they're the first team to 10 wins.
Oh, I'm muted.
Congrats, you've done it.
I was saying, like, he had a really good touchdown to Hopkins.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, this is a Hopkins return, too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Both of them coming back for the first time in about a month. So, Colt fucking McCoy season is over, but it was really fun while it lasted.
It was certainly a time.
So,
love me some Colt McCoy.
Who doesn't?
Joe, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say DeAndre Hopkins, man. That dude, like,
he's a unit.
I just think about his career and how, like, we had these wide receiver conversations, right? It was Odell because he made one catch.
Yeah.
It was, Julio and Devontae Adams now, and DeAndre Hopkins is just over there like god tier numbers.
Yep.
Like
Julio's really good at almost getting touchdowns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think back to what was it last year that one play he caught it in the in the end zone for a touchdown, and he was like triple covered. And he just like,
hey, no,
Jack,
we cannot talk.
What
about
game was that?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's pretty good. I'd give up like a second round pick for him.
Yeah, and David Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some fucking 35-year-old running back or some shit.
Yeah. So Cardinals, I believe, the first double-digit win team on the season. Yes, they are, and they're probably still the best team in football.
Yeah,
for now,
I guess. I don't fucking know.
Debatable. We'll get to that later.
I don't. Is there really any good team in football?
There's like
the
two.
Steelers.
Yeah, true. Steelers are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
should we talk about that game now?
No.
Okay.
Let's storm through these next couple, and then we'll get to it.
Yeah. Chargers Bengals. This was one of two truly stupid games this week.
Oh, for sure.
As it says on the sheet, the Chargers chargered, but then unchargered. The Bengals bungled, then unbungled, but then rebungled, if that makes sense. So the Chargers jumped out to a 22-0 lead. Oh, damn it. I opened up the wrong game. Hang on. I believe it was 24-0.
Yep.
And then the Bengals scored 22 unanswered to make it 24-22, failed the 2-point conversion. And then the Chargers scored 17 unanswered in the fourth quarter. And they were like, good one. So it all came unglued. There was like a scoop and score fumble when I think Joe Mixon just dropped the ball. Like they didn't even get a hand on it. He just dropped it. Burrow threw an interception in the end zone when I think it was they were down 10, something like that.
Burrow
it just like all came unglued for the Bengals.
Name a more iconic duo than Burrow and throwing red zone interceptions.
Joe Burrow's funny because he's really fucking good, but then he'll just have like that one play where you're like, oh god.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I mean, don't forget he's also still in his second year and only got like 5 or 6 games last year.
That's
true. More than that. I mean,
yeah,
dude's young and a stud.
He's got a future.
It annoys the hell out of me when people are like, God, what is up with Joe Burrow? You're like, dude, he's like 23.
Yeah.
Like,
I just wish like the Bengals would get a new head coach because I just don't like.
Who's Zach Taylor? Like,
he's been decent
okay,
this
but
year.
Like, there's better options. Of course.
You could tell me that the Bengals don't have a head coach, and I probably would believe you.
You don't need a head coach.
My thing about Joe Burrow is,
I believe it.
If you're that good, you're allowed to be stupid every once in a while.
Yeah.
I guess
it's like Favre. You can throw something.
True,
stupid.
you can be just a gunslinger.
Yeah. We need more gunslingers.
True. Josh Allen's bringing it back, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's why.
Unfortunately,
for the first 2 months of the season, where Pat Mahomes was playing like shit, and everybody was like, "Just wait, okay, just cut him some slack."
I mean, he isn't as great as everyone says, though.
Oh God, here we go again.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm just
conveniently the two Lions fans.
I mean, everyone like is slobbering over the dude, like, because he can throw it with sidearm. Like, brother, what?
Well, there's numerous reasons why people like Patrick and why he's well regarded as well.
I can say one person we can all agree that we don't like is his brother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There is an important stat. This is the first time they've won with Jackson Mahomes at the field. Because he stopped coming to the games and they started winning again.
Nice.
That's something.
So anyway. That's not the game we're talking about, though. Whoops.
Yeah, we are not
Chargers Bengals.
talking about this.
I got wrapped up in that.
Yeah.
That was that. The Chargers got a much needed win. The Bengals kind of slipping back into the clutches of the wild card. The AFC is truly stupid.
Yep.
The Washington football team are back, though.
Good.
They've won 4 in a row.
Heineken.
This team excites me,
dude. Oh my god! This also back-to-back weeks they've won 17-15. I might add.
Nothing gets me more erect than Taylor Heineken football, dude. It's just watching a man on crack cocaine every week, and it's amazing.
Dude, it's literally like they just run the ball down the other team's throat, and then occasionally they just let Heineke do stupid shit.
They just let him just say, fuck it. Fucking Scary Terry's down there somewhere.
Taylor Heineke really does remind me of a budget Brett Favre.
And I'm all for it. I love Taylor Heineke, dude. He's so great.
So, Taylor Heineke, was he drafted? Was he undrafted? What was he?
Let's see.
He was
I think he's a quarterback.
Really?
I
had no clue.
He was undrafted. Yep.
So he's basically just the next Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
So far.
He was in the XFL too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he played for the Battlehawks.
Yeah. And he shotgunned a beer.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Yeah. We need more of him. Him and Ron Rivera. And keep going.
Yeah.
Bring the Washingtons to glory.
Dude,
they're gonna get their name in a few
Get rid
months.
of Dan Snyder.
I hope.
Yeah.
No name. Stick with football team. Fits him perfectly.
True.
Name.
I agree.
Perfect.
I fucking love the name.
Give me name.
Yeah, they have a name. It's the football team.
Just be the Pigs or something.
Okay. They should get rid of the football team part. Just be referred to as Washington only. It's like Prince had the symbol.
Yeah, they're not even gonna have a name. They're just gonna be a symbol, and they'll be the team formerly known as.
The Raiders face Washington.
Yeah. Raiders face, and it's like the stylized W with like a weird cross through it and a little loop.
Oh my god.
Would their mascot be just a giant W?
Oh, yeah, because all they get is W's. Yeah.
True.
What problem?
Raiders are in trouble, though, huh?
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Prince didn't die. He's in Cuba with Dale Earnhart.
Oh, that's right.
God.
Yes, sir.
I think we've talked about with numerous
Dale
times.
Earnhardt, the socialist.
Joe's desperately trying to talk about the Raiders. You guys are like, okay, but Dale Earnhardt's still alive and he's making bobsleds with Jeff Bodine.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just get really erect thinking about Dale Earnhardt as a socialist. I don't know.
We've talked numerous times on this show about the Raiders because of all the stuff that's happened this season.
They have pieces.
Yeah.
They do.
They keep fighting and clawing.
Do you think they're going to make it?
I just don't know.
I don't think they're going to make it.
I mean, the AFC is so stupid, though.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
They are still 6-6. They're right in the middle.
They still play the Browns, which they're playing for a playoff spot, so they could easily win that game. Like, I genuinely, like, if you're at 6 wins right now, I'm like, no, they've got a shot. They could still. Part of me still thinks you could go on a Super Bowl run if you're at 6 wins.
Since the AFC is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's genuinely only one team where I'm like, damn it, I don't want to face those guys right now. So.
Yeah, the whole conference is just nuts.
Yeah.
Get me off this wild ride.
And it kind of helps that, like, there are 2 punching bags, which is everybody beats up on the Texans and Jets. So you get your 2 or 3 free wins there, and then have at it with everybody else.
Yeah, it's a fucking free-for-all.
Yeah. Speaking of wild cards, though, the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Baltimore Ravens 20-19.
Somehow.
Yeah. How about that punt, though?
Oh, yeah.
Presley
Harvin.
Love me some
I
punt.
love that man. I love a good punt. I'm pitching a tent just thinking about it.
Facts.
I'm going to go out on a limb. The Ravens are not that good.
They are not.
No.
And this is not just the Browns fan of me saying it. I've had to watch a lot of the Ravens this year.
The Ravens just like get bailed out every time. We've been talking
they
about
have 2020 Chiefs syndrome, which is they're not a good team bailed out by high end talent.
Yeah.
Like
or just
high end
syndrome.
talent. On the Ravens?
Here's the Joe hate boner for Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson can't even throw a football the right way.
He's a running back.
They don't have
true.
They don't have anyone. They don't have anyone like that really scares you to catch the ball, right?
They're a bad roster bailed out by good coaching. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Defense.
Got a Harbaugh coaching. That's right.
That's fair.
Good coaching.
Lamar is really hit and miss when it comes to passing this year. Like last year, he took some steps and he looked better. This year, I mean, you had the 4 interception game against the Browns.
Oh, God.
You had like a number of inexplicable turnovers against the Dolphins and Raiders. But like he also makes those plays at the end of the game that you need. But unfortunately, he just didn't make it.
The thing with Lamar is he needs to take a shit every game.
Honestly, they just got like
what he needs,
laxatives every
bring
game.
out like a portable toilet on the field and just make him have a dookie.
Go on the field, assert dominance.
Yeah,
True.
Go ahead, Joe.
Anyway, what?
Man,
thought you were going to say
seriousness of this podcast is amazing.
You think we're serious?
What did you expect?
Yeah,
I knew what to expect.
Yeah, we're a little off the rails this week.
Like, it's just crazy.
Jack's fault.
Like, man, don't say it like that. We're off the rails every week.
I was gonna say, there's off the rails, and then there's just not even getting the train onto the fucking tracks.
We're not even close.
I mean, this whole show started because these are the discussions we'd have at Voice, and we were like, why are we not recording these?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Came down to the end of this game, though. Steelers scored 17 in the fucking fourth quarter to go up 20-13. Ravens score with like 10 seconds left. I don't even remember how much it was. They decided to go for 2, and Lamar is pressured. He has to just kind of chuck it up to Mark Andrews and misses him by like 3 inches and falls incomplete. And Steelers win 20-19.
That's right. They're not losing again. They're going to Super Bowl.
And every time... So I'm going to tangent this to talk about the Browns real quick, because part of me is just like, all right, just pull the plug on the season, start Case Keenum. But like they're being drugged, kicking and screaming back into the wild card round or wild card hunt every week, because it's like, all right, whatever, the Ravens are going to win. It doesn't matter. And it's like, oh, they lost to the Steelers. And it's like, oh, whatever, the Bengals are going to win because their Chargers are charging. Nope, they lose. And then it's like, oh, the Browns are still one game out.
The Steelers are going to win the division on
Yeah.
And they lost it. Or I didn't say they lost.
Regret.
They tied the Lions.
Regret.
Makes no sense. Nothing makes any sense.
The team that tied to the Lions.
Dude, if the Browns beat the Ravens, because I made that metaphor last week where it was like the Ravens and Bengals are fist fighting for the division while the Steelers and Browns sniff glue in the corner. But if the Browns end up winning, I'm going to have to make a meme where it's like the Steelers and the Browns are tabletoping the Ravens. So the Browns are down on all fours behind them and the Steelers are shoving them. There's so many memes I could make out of this. Yeah, the Steelers just won't go away, though.
Unfortunately.
Much to my chagrin.
Shout out Mike Tomlin.
But the
just in general, not for anything he did.
Yeah.
Like Christina Applegate.
Yeah. So that was that game. Let's talk about another stupid game, which was the Seahawks and 49ers.
So the Seahawks won.
This game was on the TV in the living room while I was in my room, and I just kept hearing Kevin Harlan yell, "What is this game?" from the other room. It was truly stupid. The first score of the game came on a 70-yard fake punt.
Yep.
As God intended.
That's all. Yeah. That's to a good start.
And then there was like a Seahawks punt or whatever after they I think it was like they forced a fumble, then punted, and then the 49ers immediately threw an interception.
Jesus Christ.
Went back and forth a bunch. Jimmy Garoppolo had a really ugly interception also right after, I think, a punt later in the game. But it was a total shootout, and then it came down to the fourth quarter. The Seahawks drove all the way. They're up 30-23. Seahawks drive all the way to the goal line, and then on the one, Gerald Everett fumbles. And then the 49ers drive the length of the field, and then on like 4th and goal, ball gets batted down.
Yeah, Jimmy G just throws it at the defender's hand.
Yeah. It was
so
the
stupidest game.
It still isn't clicking that Jimmy Garoppolo's a starter and has been for like 4 years. I still think of him as a backup.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be a backup at this rate.
Yeah. What's CJ Beathard up to? And Nick Mullins?
CJ Beathard's on the Jaguars, right?
Yeah, Nick Mullins is on the Browns practice squad.
They should bring them back, and they should run those two as the 1 and 2, and Garoppolo could leave and go to like, I don't know, Pittsburgh.
That is just the 2016 49ers or 2017 49ers.
Yeah. Well, they've got the dude they drafted whose name currently escapes me.
Trey
Lance. Yeah.
They have him, and they're just. Exactly. Well, I think they're just letting him just
he's washed. Let him go.
Yeah.
Let him go to like Pittsburgh or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts on that game though?
Fake punt touchdown.
Yeah.
Fake punt touchdown.
Love me some special teams.
Yeah. Special.
Broncos, Chiefs. The Chiefs continue to roll.
God damn it.
Teddy Bridgewater is playing himself out of a job, unfortunately.
Agony.
I think the Chiefs just might be a good defensive team now.
That's a scary phrase to say.
I don't fucking believe it.
I don't know if I like it.
I don't believe it.
Well, as I'm looking at their schedule, since they lost to the Bills, the lowest amount of points they've given up in a game is 17, and that was to the Giants.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Or the most points, yeah.
Yeah, the most points given. Sorry, wording is bad.
Yeah, they held the Packers to 7, the Raiders to 14, the Cowboys to 9, the Broncos to 9. Like, I think they just might be a defensive team now, which is weird because their defense earlier this year was giving up 7 yards per play.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Fuck this season.
That's just the defense and offense keeps switching between good and bad.
Yeah.
Well, seeing that they're good at letting them score 9, do they just let them drive down the field and then stop them when they get to the red zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true because the I'm looking at it now. The Broncos did outgain them by almost 140 yards.
Jesus.
Yeah. But Teddy had 2 interceptions. They also had a fumble. Mahomes had a really ugly interception because he just can't help himself this year.
So, at what point do we start calling Teddy Bridgewater Ted?
From now on.
Yeah.
Tedifer.
Tedifer.
Or like Theo.
I'm gonna start calling him Ted now.
Yeah. Yeah, because his name's Theodore, so he could be Theo instead.
We just had a football game between Patrick and Ted.
Patrick. That's great.
Like you were talking the other day about how football player names aren't good anymore, but like,
yeah,
Ted versus Patrick.
Ted versus Pat.
Ted Pat.
That's actually no. Never mind. No, scratch that thought that I didn't say. Yeah, that was that game. The Chiefs pretty much asserted themselves in the AFC West, and I thought we were done with them.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Yeah. And wrapping up week 13. On to you, Jack.
Oh boy. Boy, do I have a
what? Mac, you just lost to Mac Jones. You threw how many passes?
Yeah, I was gonna say how many passing yards?
19.
19,
Oh.
yeah.
A whopping 3 attempts. He
Shout
had 1
out to-
attempt in the first half.
Shout out to Sean McDermott for wasting all of our timeouts in the third quarter for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Just
challenging a play.
This team should be fucking absolutely shit stomping the Patriots, and it's ridiculous that they're not.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
I don't.
With a team with the fucking Josh Allen, fucking Stephon Diggs, Manuel Sanders as that wide receiver, Cole Beasley.
You really just talked about Emmanuel Sanders like it's 2011 again.
He's been good. He's been good.
He's been 90 and 200 years old.
Yeah, and he's been well at it.
What, good at being old?
Yes. That's one of the rare good old people.
Jack, I would say yes if they hadn't lost to the Jaguars. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Patriots are
it's
one
like
of,
it's
if not the best team in the league.
It's like every other fucking week, Sean McDermott decides to play down to the fucking our opponents.
You can't play down to the Patriots. Their defense has been on point this year.
But like,
yeah, I was gonna say.
Did you watch the game? Did you
Not
see
enough?
How did you see how shitty they were calling it?
How do you give up 200 rushing yards
That's
in an
a great
NFL
fucking
game?
question.
Well,
It sounds like your front seven aren't very good.
Mm,
Because if they're not passing the ball against you, maybe they fear your.
the thing is,
secondary. I don't know.
Firmly believe that none of the coaches believe in running. None of the coaches know what running is. No, the defensive coordinator does not believe in run stopping because they just allow them through.
I don't think anyone's allowing anyone through. Then.
Our coaches are not very good.
I will say this. So, McDermott was mad after the game because he was talking about they were asking him like, basically, how did you lose? And he's like, well, we made it to the red zone 4 times and we scored 1 touchdown. So yeah. I think he's kind of mad at Brian Daboll.
Daboll has been fucking terrible. It's unbelievable.
The other thing though was there was 25-mile-an-hour winds the entire game and up to 50-mile-an-hour gusts. So passing was almost not an option.
And guess what? We don't have any fucking running backs. So
yeah, it was.
I mean, Josh Allen's pretty good.
Or an offensive line that can stop a run. So
and it was one of those things too where like. The Bills defense kind of did their job. The problem is they let up that one 60-yard touchdown. Yeah. They made one mistake and it literally cost them the entire game. Because once that happened, they played from behind the whole game. I'm not taking anything away from the Patriots. I mean, Bill Belichick dialed up one hell of a game plan.
That's the thing though. When you're a good team and you're playing another good team, you can't make a mistake. You can't make multiple. No, you can't make a single mistake. And when you do, you're going to lose those games, especially with the way the weather was, right?
Yeah, and that was the difference.
The Bills, the strength is the pass. And
especially against Bill friggin' Belichick.
I mean,
even in the wind, fucking Josh Allen was slinging it, though.
Well, I mean,
130
yards.
In fucking 35-mile-an-hour winds? That's not terrible. I mean, did you guys see the play where he threw it to Diggs and he somehow caught it?
Yeah. Given
that was fucking nuts.
Given the conditions, like, Allen had a decent game. I don't know if you could have expected more out of him. It's just, it was a matter of...
do fucking everything, is the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing, is they didn't have a rushing game to supplement him. And... I mean, when you go 1 for 4 when you get down into the red zone, you're not going to win a lot of football games.
It's fucking unbelievable. It's every time we enter the end zone, too. Every time this season, we've fucking entered the end zone and just fucking put a field goal.
Red zone.
Red zone.
How do you enter the end zone and only score a field goal?
Red zone.
No, you said end zone.
I meant red zone.
You're on a football podcast and you said end zone instead of red zone.
It's fucking enough.
All right, but let's be honest. This isn't a very good podcast.
Yeah.
My team won this week, so I can talk shit. I love it.
Your voice sounds like you're 5'4".
Wow, we're really gonna go to talking about my voice.
Hear it.
Yeah.
Do you want to call me a girl, kindergartner?
Yeah,
what else?
Yeah.
All right, get them all out. Heard them all.
Yeah.
This is the voice that called you wrecking everybody in the USORL last year. Then you ran and then you quit. So.
Oh my god!
I didn't quit. My pedals broke.
You just fucking murdered that guy.
Your pedals quit because you kept wrecking.
Yeah.
Yeah. About football. That opening kickoff sailed through the goalposts and into the crowd. I knew we were in store for a very good game right there.
Yeah. This one was the punt that just went hard right into the stands.
Yeah.
The first punt of the game where it just went gone.
It just stopped.
Did you guys see the one where fucking before the game where he tried to kick it from like 35 yards out and it just stopped?
Oh my god!
Stupid.
And then going the other way, and it was good from like 70.
Mm-hmm. It was good from 90. What do you mean?
Yeah.
So, big win for the Patriots.
And kill myself.
Devastating loss for the Bills. I don't know if this is the. I mean, it speaks for the adaptability and like the coaching of the teams, but the conditions of this game, I don't know if you get a true sense of who are the new kings of the AFC East. But we'll get to
Yeah.
know in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
One seed
Number
New
one
England.
seed.
That's like
Yeah.
I hate the Patriots, but I hate Jack more. So I like to see New England at the top.
In
Fuck
both
you.
the games that the Bills played in Buffalo weather, they lost.
Yeah.
So, yikes.
Yeah, but what happens if we go to Foxborough and they play in Foxborough weather and we win?
Well, we'll find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
My Colts game was pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
I just did.
All right.
Onion
On to
rings.
Yeah, let's do. We haven't done Dunyan rings in a couple weeks. So, for those of you who don't know, Joe,
You guys
Dunyan
do that.
rings
I'm gonna
is-
get my food.
all right, which is when we. That's perfect timing.
Guys,
It's
I think I
basically-
made them cry too much.
That was fucking brutal.
Man,
He also deserved it,
Through my
though.
voice, like brother.
Let's be honest, though, he deserved it.
We started
Yeah.
going low.
Yeah. It's Dunyan rings basically when we decide what teams are done. We all have to unanimously agree on them.
Who have we
I think
chunked?
we can unanimously agree on the Bills being done.
Jets still here. Eliminate the Bills. So right now we have the Jets, the Texans, the Seahawks, and Giants, and Charlie Batch. They're all done. I was gonna say Jacksonville, and Garrett said no, but I think we
because I
can.
said if they lost to the 49ers, we could eliminate them, and they lost
Yes.
to the 49ers.
I don't think anybody opposes the Jags being done.
No, they're still in it.
No, they're done.
no,
I'm
they're still in it.
vetoing it. No, they're
I
done.
think the Browns are done actually.
I'm calling an audible.
I was gonna say I think the Packers are done.
yeah, I agree with that.
I'm gonna throw a couple bold ones out there though. The Lions.
Oh,
I know
that's
they're
real
still
bold.
mathematically in, but I'm
Was
gonna
Noah-
say they're done.
Was Noah the only one that said not to eliminate them?
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, don't eliminate them.
God damn it.
Are they still mathematically in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Bears are done in rings.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's fair.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah,
Nagy's
sure, okay,
definitely
well,
onion ring.
Damn it! I accidentally put Green
Oh,
Bay.
Packers. Nope, you put it in the Packers.
Good.
It's funny because last year Jack was 100% on the Bears bandwagon, and this year he's like, I fucking hate the Bears. I'm also gonna throw out the Falcons.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean Falcons have a worse points differential than the Lions. So
Yeah.
I'd give them another week to see what they do, and if they
But
lose
face the
this week,
Panthers in a. So here's the thing: is you can put the Panthers and the Falcons on the same slate.
Yeah, the
They're
Panthers
both
was the
5
other one. Yeah.
They're both 5-7. They face each other. Whoever loses should definitely be out of the race.
Panthers Falcons is the classic loser goes home game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because somebody's going to be in the wild card race still after this game.
They're gonna tie.
Oh no! Don't say it. We're going to get the pickups later. No, we're not doing that.
Also, I'm gonna put an honorable shout out to the Raiders. With all the shit that they've gone through this year, I don't think they're gonna be able to recover because shit just keeps piling on for them.
They're one
Yeah,
game out.
Let me see who they play this week.
They play the Chiefs.
Okay, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
I was
Put 'em
gonna do.
on-
I was gonna do. If they lose, they're done. But I don't think they're winning that game.
Yeah, put them on. They're done.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
fair to say the Raiders are done.
really?
I'd say so.
I don't know.
I don't
Well,
think they're good enough
I
to
don't
dig
like
themselves
a-
out of a hole they're in.
I don't like
I-
eliminating teams that are right in the wild card race. Like
I'd
that.
be more
Shut up.
willing to say the Broncos were done than the Raiders.
Yeah, true.
Mm,
Let me
yeah.
look at the playoff picture right now. If
Well,
It's
the Broncos,
ugly.
Broncos face the Lions, though. We got to be careful.
Oh shit.
I mean, they're gonna
That-
lose. Lions are on a win streak. so-
Yeah, true. Lions are. I was gonna say undefeated in December, but that's not true. Wait, no, they are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're pretty good.
Playoff
This is
picture.
we stuff. What number you wear?
Listen,
Shut up.
when you've gone,
God.
when you've
Please
gone
stop.
through 21 years of suffering,
I'm suffering, but in a different reason.
I'm a Pirates fan. You can't hurt me.
Yeah, I'm a Bills fan.
yeah,
I'm
but
a
that's
Jags-
like
I'm a Jags fan.
that's baseball. Nobody likes baseball.
True. I
True.
hate
Fuck baseball.
That's fair.
I
Fuck
like baseball, but nobody
Get the
else likes
lockout.
baseball.
Fuck.
Actually, no.
Fuck
you,
Rob
MLB.
Manfred.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, the playoff picture is not loading, so I guess. Oh, there we go. Okay, the Raiders are ahead of the Broncos right now in the playoff picture.
Here's
So
mine.
might have to audible on the Raiders. They're if they lose, I'll give you that.
Here's my pitch. I would say the Saints, but they face the Jets this week.
Yeah.
So I'd see about the Saints. We'll see.
Well, even if they win, for all intents and purposes, I don't think they're going to get through the rest of the season strong
but
enough.
The two wild card spots are Washington and the 49ers.
Yeah.
Like it.
I still, the Saints could easily still get their way in, especially with Kamara coming back.
Yeah,
like, he's basically their entire offense.
I guess with how the season's going, and it's just nobody's good.
Did we eliminate the Giants?
Yes, essentially.
Did we take the Giants out already?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I do love that the Dolphins are currently the 13th seed in the AFC at 6-7.
Hell yeah.
They're one game away from 500, and they're the third worst team in their conference.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so that is Dunyan Rings. Shall we move on to pick thems?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Starting with the game that is totally not currently happening right now. Steelers-Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Vikings as my pick, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Gotta Google who's leading to pick.
No, I have it
slightly cheating.
Are they leading?
Yeah, the Vikings are leading.
No, they're not up double digits.
I don't like Ben Roethlisberger, so give me the Vikings.
I'm gonna take the free dub as well and take the Vikings.
Hey, stop cheating.
No.
Fake. Steven?
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
If you take the Steelers,
Take
I'll
a
take the
tie.
Steelers.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that a tie?
Bummer shit has happened this season. Let's go Steelers.
Let's go.
Love the Steelers, baby.
I mean, the Chargers did choke a 24-0 lead last week.
That's what I'm
Yeah, they
saying.
did.
It's still halftime. There's a lot that can happen.
True.
The Texans did choke an entire 24 point lead in one quarter. So
If
Yeah.
Ben might just have to bust one out at halftime.
who is it? You know,
Have a good one.
It's like
Who
they're
ain't?
like, all right, we need to do this comeback, and Tomlin just hands him like a Playboy, and he's like, "Do what you need." to do."
Everyone's gonna charge
What
up their
you need to
JO
do.
crystals, dude.
That's why the Steelers are struggling. There's no positive energy at the sesh.
Yeah, and that's why. Oh man, that's crazy. Shout out to
Anyway.
Jack Off Crystals.
Do you think they play Soggy Biscuit in the locker room over the Steelers
Cowboys,
logo?
Washington. Move on.
I believe in Taylor Heineke supremacy.
Yeah.
Give me Washington.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna pick the Cowboys.
Yeah, I am too.
Fuck the Cowboys.
This is their game where they have to win it to run away with the division.
Yeah.
Football team because they won't win it because they never come in the clutch, and it's the Cowboys.
Real?
Goddamn.
Plus, the Cowboys cannot sweep the entire division. There's no way.
Yeah. They
No
can.
way.
Yeah, they can. All right. So somehow,
anyway.
Garrett, we are in the minority in picking the Cowboys. Yeah.
This is why we had the winning record last week.
First time for you two, eh?
49ers, Bengals.
Bungles.
Why is this actually a interesting pick?
I'm going to take the Bengals. God, I don't even see a game that I want to lock.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bengals. If they're in Cincinnati, it's going to be ugly weather.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bengals then.
I'm gonna take the Niners because they're gonna figure something to confuse Burrow on the defense, and he'll be running around.
Source? Link? Literally me.
Garrett, who'd you have?
I picked the Bungles.
Okay. All right. Jaguars, Titans.
Walking the Titans.
Wait.
Walking the Titans.
They always, except for last year, they always beat them once a season, and they lost their first matchup. Yeah, they do. They usually
I'm
play.
pretty sure the
stupid
Titans
hard.
have won like 6 in a row against them.
Have they?
Yeah.
Probably.
What?
Yeah,
Didn't
Titans.
Minshew beat them on like a Thursday night?
Oh, Thursday night.
Oh my God, there's a Wikipedia article about the Jaguars Titans record or rivalry.
Yeah, there's a Wikipedia article for every.
The Titans have won at least 5 in a row. They've won 6 in a row.
The AFC South does not exist.
Oh wait,
Okay,
sorry. No,
that
1,
is-
2, 3.
I
No, the
really
Jags
thought-
did beat them once in 2019. Okay.
Oh.
That's the
Titans
one I
have beat the
remember.
Jaguars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Probably
6,
5.
7, 8 of the last. No, sorry, 9 of the last 10 times the Titans. won.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
So I will be taking the Tennessee Titans.
I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's ownage territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
They
me
own you.
Titans.
I'm sorry.
Give me the Titans.
Titans.
Scary sounded
He's gonna
so
kill
sad.
himself.
Yeah, I'm ready for another 2-15 season and be over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Absolute barn burner game with tons of playoff implications. Game of the millennium. Seahawks Texans.
Yeah. Give me Seahawks.
Despite their best efforts, I think the Texans are going to win.
Give me chaos. Give me Texans.
Despite their
Texans.
best efforts.
Yeah.
Right.
How does
All
that
right.
work? I don't
Give
know.
me the Seahawks.
It's gonna be a 3-0 game.
Jesus.
I want to see it fucking
Oh, what a bad game.
go to end of regulation 0-0. I want it.
Dude, 2 years ago, that would have been the best game on the schedule.
Yeah, it really.
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And
Do you
now
guys-
it's a barn burner.
You ever think
Now it's a
about
dart
like
brawl.
the potential of like a visual meme of just the scene from SpongeBob where Squidward's looking out the window at SpongeBob and Patrick running around, and Squidward is Deshaun Watson, and then the other two are JJ Watt and DeAndre Hopkins in Arizona.
Mm,
Well,
real.
God. Raiders
mean-
Chiefs.
Well,
Chiefs.
the Cardinals do have mini Sean Watson.
Oh,
Mini,
true.
as in very small.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, Joe, I'm with you. Give me the Chiefs.
Turn a hot streak. Give me.
Actually, you know what? Lock the Chiefs.
Oh.
I haven't locked the
Wow.
Chiefs this year, I don't think.
wow,
They own the Raiders. So
old.
I mean, they won 41-14 last time they played. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
when they
but-
started. That's when they
Chiefs.
finally turned it on
yeah.
too, and went on.
I
their
just I
Chiefs.
just said the Raiders are probably onion rings, but I'm gonna pick them anyway because I'm a hypocrite
You
and I'm
did
right
it.
either way.
Yeah.
He's
gonna win one of them.
with the. Oh my god, I can't remember what team it was that you did that with. You were like, they're done, and I was like, you picked them.
Yeah,
Matt,
so he wins either
Matt,
way.
Matt,
What?
Matt,
I'm playing
Matt,
both sides so I come
give
out
me
on
the
top.
Chiefs. Give me the
Okay.
Chiefs.
Chef.
All right. Well, the Steven versus everyone category is getting another entry.
Yeah,
Saints
I-
Jets.
Matt, I think that was the Dolphins Ravens game on week 10.
Oh, might have. Yeah. Saints.
Give me the Taints.
Jets.
Yeah,
God
Jets.
damn. Why does everybody pick the Jets when they first come on the show?
Well, here's the thing:
Psychopaths.
they've
see-
never won being picked.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson has to
Yeah, but
do
Alvin
something
Kamara.
positive.
That's true, but Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, but 4 interceptions.
You know, I just realized something. Basically every time we haven't done the podcast, the Jets have won, which is also conveniently when Noah hasn't picked them.
Mm.
So we're about to see
Oh,
if they win. We won't know if it's because Joe was here or because Noah wasn't here. Either way, I'm taking
fuck.
the Saints because I've never picked the Jets in the history of this podcast, and I'm not changing that
Same.
now.
I'm gonna
Writing
stick
his
with
Jets.
it and pick the Saints.
Yeah, baby. Love the Jets.
Nobody has ever correctly picked a Jets win in Oofsides history.
That's good for us, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah, because they beat the
baby.
Rams and the didn't they beat the Rams and the Browns last year?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
The loser goes home game. Falcons Panthers.
Oh God. Give me the Falcons. Give me Matt Ryan's noodle arm.
I am going to lock the Falcons.
What?
Whoa.
The
That's
fuck?
awesome.
Someone's cooking with Crisco. Jesus.
I'm sorry, McCaffrey's out for the season. The Panthers are free falling.
I just want to reiterate that Steven's
And
last
I'm
4 picks are the
free,
Texans, Raiders, Jets, and Falcons.
free falling.
I will also be taking the Falcons. I don't know if Joe and Garrett picked.
I'm thinking.
Give me.
You can pick a tie if you want.
This is an awful game.
Yeah, I know.
This is a game where I don't want either one of them to win because
I didn't even realize CMC was out for the year. Like,
whichever team wins this is going to be like that meme where it's like, babe, it's time for your playoffs in the Hunts graphics appearance. And you're like, yes, dear.
Carolina just fired Joe Brady.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
the fired coach game.
The fired coach game. Pick the Panthers. Picking the Panthers.
It's not the fired head coach game, but it is. Oh, Pan. Whoops.
Which that's the crazy thing, right? Joe Brady was like this hot prospect because of all that he did at LSU, and now Ed Orgeron's been fired there. And Joe Brady.
Yeah,
that was good. But yeah, it's almost like he had a phenomenal team and had great talent, and that really makes coaching easier or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Joe Burrow makes life a lot easier, as it turns out.
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
They make it pretty easy for you. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
I want to ask. How do you get fired on your off week?
Well,
that's a really good question.
Shit, you have a point.
Wait.
Yeah,
they were on a bye last week?
Yeah, they're coming off a bye week.
Oh, God. I guess they just didn't do good in practice or something? I don't know.
They showed up, and the management was like, why are you still here?
You're done.
Imagine they waited a week to fire him.
Yeah, it's like the scene where like the teacher closes your laptop and says, "Log out for me."
and that's the big thing, right? Like Matt Rule, and the Panthers just they keep insisting on going all in, right?
Yeah,
with trading for Sam Darnold and signing Cam Newton and all these things, and it's like, you guys, you don't have it. Stop.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly I forgot about Sam Darnold. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was editing it
so good.
I was editing a show from a couple weeks ago, and Steven was like, "They're just the deep state is trying to censor Darnold," and I was like, "Oh yeah,
yeah, they are." Really, that's why you haven't heard from the Panthers recently.
Yeah,
he really should have stayed at USC for another year. His freshman year was a lot better than his sophomore year, and yeah.
Yuck.
But he beat the Lions in his first game, so that was pretty cool.
He did. His first career pass attempt was a pick six.
That too. That was pretty funny.
Brett Favre.
And we all thought the Matt Patricia era was going to be great. And
that worked out for you.
Wonderful.
Garrett, who'd you have, by the way?
I picked the Panthers because of the fired coach policy.
Yeah. Never forget me locking the Raiders the week after John Gruden resigned, and it paid off.
Yes, sir.
Ravens Browns.
Oh God, this game's gonna suck.
I'm ready to be hurt again. Give me the Browns.
Didn't this game just happen?
Yes, it did.
So the Browns schedule, they played the Ravens, they had a bye, and then they played the Ravens again.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
I think
terrible.
That's AFC North football for you, baby.
Oh yeah,
it's just NFL scheduling.
Give me the Ravens.
I thought about locking the Ravens to curse them, but I think I got my lock last week, so my bad luck is turning around. So
they didn't want to put this game in primetime again.
No,
give me the Ravens.
All right. Where's Jack? There he is.
Joe, go ahead and I'll do the Browns.
Yeah.
Donovan Peoples-Jones gonna have a great day.
Yeah. Lamar's gonna throw 4 picks again, and they're gonna actually do something on fucking offense
do something with the ball.
Hey, they scored almost a point per interception. That's pretty good.
It's so, the thing is, it's so hard when you have a dominant run game to just, run the ball.
Yeah. Agony.
Why would you
do that? That's
it doesn't help that
Running
Baker literally has
bullshit.
to fucking staple his left arm to his chest so it doesn't fall off.
Did
you guys see the brace he wears?
And
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, that's the consequence of not signing your quarterback to a long-term deal. He's going to play injured like that, but the pictures of his brace.
Yeah, so he has like a sleeve that goes around his bicep, kind of like it looks like the thing when you get your blood test, but then it has a leather strap that like literally holds it in place. So his left shoulder is literally held to his chest with like a belt
Jesus Christ.
because he has a torn fucking labrum in his shoulder.
Why is he playing?
I guess because he doesn't have his deal and he's like, no, I'm gonna earn it. And
That's stupid.
here's what the Browns should do: franchise tag him and then tell him to go get surgery.
This is that's stupid.
They've mishandled it so fucking poorly. It pisses me off.
Browns are gonna Browns.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Hey, you finally have a franchise quarterback. Now let's let him fuck up his shoulder permanently.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
That's real.
Yeah.
Agony. Giants, Chargers.
Chargers. The fuck? Yeah, Jake from State Farm is not gonna play very good.
Is it bad that I see the Chargers losing this game somehow?
No, because I thought about picking the Giants.
This has trap game written all over it.
That's true. Chargers always gonna Charger.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers anyway, but I would not be the slightest bit surprised if they lost.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right,
If the Giants, are the Giants able to make it into the playoffs?
Still?
I think they're still mathematically alive, but they are done injuries. So, Lions.
That's not good. That's not good.
Lions, Broncos.
Lions will win this game, even though they shouldn't.
Give me the
Lions.
Give me the Bronx. Bronx.
I was gonna say you should lock the Lions.
Yeah, you should have.
I thought about it.
Broncos.
I'm not gonna switch from Chiefs to Lions though. For my lock. All right, we are actually split across this. Give me the Lions though. Bills, Bucks.
If Leonard Fournette doesn't fucking have 250 yards and 7 touchdowns, I will be very surprised.
I'm gonna lock Tampa Bay.
Give me the fucking Tampa Bay Cucks.
Oh my God, Jack is picking against his team.
Oh,
mad.
I'm gonna go with the Bills just because I want them to win. So
Is Winfield out? I feel like he might be out.
Antoine Winfield Jr. Let's see what he's doing.
hopefully sleeping by
Hey,
now.
quick question.
Yes.
Is it too late to change my pick to the Vikings?
Nah, you can change it.
I'm gonna do that too.
All right. Yeah, I did click on the wrong tab, and so I was 23-0, and I was like, "Eesh." I don't know if Winfield's out. That is the thing that does make this game interesting, though, is that the Bills' pass offense is usually pretty good, and the Bucks have no secondary.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's
well, the
why
Bills have a very good secondary without Trey Wright even.
I'm gonna pick the Bills.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have to go. So.
Oh, okay.
Let me choose my last few.
Yeah.
Give me the Packers and give me the Rams. Fuck it.
All right. Healy, everyone.
I will take the Buccaneers here because fuck Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Joe, do you know how locks work?
I was gonna pick the Lions, and then you guys started laughing about me picking the Lions.
No, I wasn't. I picked them. No, I was saying I thought about it.
Well, make them my lock. Cause that's
yeah. Lions lock. Let's go.
And my lock was Tampa Bay. If you didn't catch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bears, Packers. Go ahead.
Oh man,
I own you now.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna switch my lock to Packers. Actually,
that was the cringiest shit ever. Like Aaron Rodgers has just been awful this year. Like as a human being,
yeah.
Like just doing stupid stuff at every turn.
He's not wrong though about owning the Bears. Let's be honest.
I mean, he's not wrong, but also like, is there a cringier thing you can yell?
Yeah.
Plus, why wasn't that taunting?
Technically he was taunting the fans and not the other team.
Nope, taunting.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's kind of disgusting to say something like that about people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason why when I made my quarterback alignment chart, he was the chaotic evil. So
he's just evil.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're Packers across the board.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's Bears-Packers in Lambeau.
The Bears will find a way to win, though. And Matt Nagy will keep his job for the 10 billionth time.
And other hilarious jokes you can tell yourself.
It's just... It would be pretty funny.
That would be funny, though, if at the end of the year he's like, we did beat the Packers in Lambeau, and they're like, 5-year extension?
Yeah, shit. Got me there.
Is Aaron Rodgers' toe okay?
I don't know. He's got to show us his feet again. So
Didn't he
I'm
play?
a big toe guy.
Didn't he play with one of them like wrapped up or something like last week?
He was just trying to make. It's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Poor me.
Wasn't
was
there
the
a joke at the
COVID
beginning of
toe.
the game by Joe Buck about it too?
I think so.
Yeah, where
Joe
he's
Buck
saying
is
he got his toe like immunized or something, and then Joe Buck took a shot at the COVID thing.
Joe Buck Thanksgiving hurt me multiple times.
What did he
That's
do?
okay. He just kept he was shitting on the Lions on national television.
Public dump.
It was like, wow, I didn't know you could do that.
It's like the John Mulaney meme where he's like, we know, but hey.
I mean, he pretty much like restated the whole like, oh, the Lions should play on Thanksgiving argument like 10 times too. Like, brother, that's our tradition. Stop it.
Yeah, we're the only ones who get to talk shit about the Lions on Thanksgiving.
There's a reason why they make the joke every year of time to go lose your game on Thanksgiving.
Right?
Because it's their game to lose on Thanksgiving, nobody else.
Yeah. And then wrapping up week 14, genuinely, maybe game of the year. Rams Cardinals.
Oh yeah, because the first one was so good.
Hey. All right.
Cardinals did wipe the floor with them last time.
Stop hurting me. This is a game though that if the Rams want to have a home playoff game, they absolutely have to win. If they win, they're a game out of the division lead with 4 to play. If the Cardinals win, well, they've pretty much wrapped up the division. They'd be up 3 with tiebreaker with 3 to go. So,
yeah, Rams.
Give me the Rams.
Cardinals.
I'm gonna faith pick the Rams because I want them to win. But
see, that's what I was thinking. But you guys are all picking the Rams, so I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's Steven versus everyone.
Pretty bold of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you just be against everybody?
Yes.
Yeah. He's been doing that since he came on the show.
That's kind of. Oh, buddy.
Steven and Noah pick the Jets every week, and they like alternate who gets to lock them each week. It's fucking stupid.
That's how it should be. That's that. Yeah.
Yeah. And that is pick'ems or pick thems for week 14. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah. Army Navy's this weekend too.
Oh fuck yeah!
Just throwing that out there. If you want to watch some good old wishbone offense, good old 13-10 game.
I'm excited.
Army Navy, 3:30 Saturday, CBS. Only college football game on the slate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since it's your first time. Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Okay. Since it's your first time on the show, do you have anything you want to plug, Joe?
Any
of your socials?
Well, I don't like plugging my socials because I don't know why anyone would ever follow me on any social media. But
God damn it, just list what you're trying.
What you should do.
Love yourself, fucker.
Yeah, that's pretty hard to do. If you want to hear more about me, Joe Toe Network, JTN. So you can follow us at Joe Toe Network on Twitter, Facebook, right here on YouTube. We do racing stuff, so that's a little different than these guys, but it's a fun time, and we have fun. Right, Matt? Do we have fun?
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah. If you like hearing Matt talk, you can check out the Fake Racers podcast. He talked on it like for half
my
a year.
face too.
Yeah, you get to do that because we got a little more of a budget than these guys here.
Yeah, we were gonna do face cam, and then Austin was like, "Oh, I'll go buy a webcam," and then he just never did.
And I bought a webcam for this fucking podcast.
Maybe we'll do it for the playoffs. So
maybe just let him through. Like you could throw up a still of something like stupid.
It'll just be one of the 18 pictures that he sends me every time he goes outside.
Yeah, like a slideshow.
Yeah, and it will just rotate through them like every few seconds.
I think that's pretty good. That's the plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, Johto Network. It's not as pretentious as it sounds, but
Yeah, don't just freely search it up on YouTube. You'll get bad results.
Will you?
Yeah, I've done so. When I did search up Johto Network before, what popped up was some. I saw a lot of feet videos.
Oh,
well, you probably also spelled it wrong.
No, it was spelled like Johto Network, like how it is in his username. So,
well,
I'm not seeing that. I'm getting all of his stuff.
I don't know why, but
and then I saw a bunch of Joe Biden stuff.
Yeah, you might be missing out on a marketing opportunity there.
Yeah, what would you say to Joe Byron right now?
What is it? Hey baby, what's up?
What's up, man?
What's up,
How you doing?
Did you see the mashup where it's the clip where he's like, "Hey yo," but it's the clip of Darryl Waltrip in the 07 Coke 600 when Jeff Gordon wrecked him. He was like, "Yo!"
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So stupid.
Yeah.
So
thanks for having me this week. That was fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Sorry for Jack.
No, it's okay. Sometimes you just gotta, when two alpha males go at it.
When he started making fun of your voice, and I was like, "Oh, Joe's gonna be actually upset about that." And then you mentioned you calling all of his wrecks. I was like, "Oh, you just fucking murdered him."
It's not that I'm upset about it. I'll give this little tangent here because I can swear on this one.
Yeah.
I've heard that so many fucking times at this point. Like, I get it. My voice is a little bit is higher pitched than most men of my age. I don't know, but just it's like the lowest thing you can insult a person on is their voice or their appearance. Like, come up with some good content. You know what I mean?
Whatever you say, glasses.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
All right, forehead.
Like it's funny, ha ha ha. But also, like, if you're gonna come up with a diss on somebody and say it to their face, actually come up with a good one.
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's
like
what you gotta do.
It's like when Davey called Dewey a newspaper.
They don't call people newspapers.
Davey's good for like one or two of those a week.
Yeah,
it's great.
Also, shout out to Davey and Jack for, like, if you're ever in an argument with them and you put them in a corner where they're just wrong, they'll just resort to what are you even talking about?
Right? isn't like, Davey at Fake Racers, like, you get him, and then he just, like, turns the table and he, like, plays
just
an emotional
he's
card.
just like, what? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you know exactly what that means. You're wrong.
He's like, explain your idea in another way. It's like, brother. But that's okay. We love Davey.
We deal, we deal with
right.
Jack doing that same shit every week because we love him.
Jack's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to that argument, Steven, of you complaining about him breaking the chair or the seat in your car.
Yeah.
He did what?
Oh yeah, he did.
He is a big boy, and he slid over my seat so many times in Charlotte that it's crushed down on one side now.
Did you drive down to Charlotte?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I can't rent a car, so.
I know you can't rent a
myself
car,
down.
but I figured maybe you would have flew.
Well, how would I drive around?
I don't know. You could have got someone to pick you up, or Uber.
That is so emasculating.
We were there
no
for
way.
Yeah, we were also there for a week. So.
I wish I could trust my PT Cruiser to drive that far.
You have a fucking PT Cruiser.
Of course you have a PT
Yeah,
Cruiser.
we've been over this before.
Yeah,
Have we really? I forgot about
Yeah.
this.
we have.
I drive a PT Cruiser.
Hey Matt, did you do your clothes yet for the show?
No, we're still on the show.
Yeah, we're still vibing.
This is part of it.
This was me. This was me
Is this
shouting
part
out
of
my
it?
links.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I was gonna, because I went to Indy last weekend, right, for the Big Ten Championship. See, there's a connection back to football.
Ew.
And I was gonna rent a car, and it was gonna be like $220 because they throw on an extra $20 a day if you're 21. So, yeah, that was
when
nice.
when we went to Charlotte, I was the only person old enough to rent a car, and then And then Will was like, why don't you just take my extra car? And I was like, okay. And then the brakes failed on it when Garrett was driving it after Garrett's car broke down. And then Will was like, all right, I guess since you're the only person who knows how to drive stick, you can drive the Focus ST back. And I was like, this is fun. And then he was like, do you want to just borrow it for the rest of the week you're here? So I got to drive a fucking 6-speed turbocharged hot hatch that I want really bad for that whole week. So, yeah.
Sounds like I'm not the only one with a shitty car.
Well, for about when I crossed into West Virginia, my right front wheel hub failed, and I drove on it all the way down, all the way around for the entire week, and all the way back.
Oh,
basically
fun.
with my right front wiggling.
Fun.
Yeah, we're dealing with a similar issue right now.
Well, my thing is that every time we've gone to Charlotte, it's nobody's car is safe. Because there's always something. And we just experienced it in October with Jesse and John
and Zach.
And
Wait,
Zach.
what happened to Jesse's car?
Jesse's
Battery
died
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
because you weren't there.
Was it before I got there?
Yeah, it was right like the day before. I think it was a day or two before.
Yeah, and then Zach rear-ended somebody on the way home.
And then Dewey, 2 weeks after the trip, got caught with a speeding ticket in Washington.
Oh my god! Do you know what my buddy was doing on the way back from Indy? We got pulled over in Ohio because, of course, we did because Michigan plates.
No, we got everything from Joe. We got the Lamar Jackson hatred, we got the Urban Meyer rant, and we're also getting the Ohio rant.
You're gonna get the Ohio. So Ohio has this. It's notorious. If you have a Michigan plate in Ohio, you can't go 1 mile per hour over the speed limit, or else they're giving you a ticket. And we're driving up I-69 in Indiana, and then you hit, I think it's US 24 to go across to Ohio, and I kept telling him, like, hey, we're heading into Ohio. You're gonna want to slow down now. Let's go the speed limit. And he just keeps going, and I'm like, all right, well, hope there's not a cop out. There weren't any on the way there, so maybe we'll get lucky. And nope, didn't. And the first thing he says, I was only going 75, and it's a 70. And then he was like, well, I was only going 80, like a couple of minutes once the cop came up and got all the information. And I'm like, yeah, you were definitely going faster than that. Even he got a big boy ticket. Ooh, it's great. Don't speed in Ohio if you have Michigan plates. Just a warning.
I don't plan on having them.
It's so weird to me that there's like these state rivals because I'm like, dude, we're all on the same team. Like,
nah, fuck Ohio.
Yeah, fuck Ohio. Toledo and the Upper Peninsula should be ours. On that note, this was Oofsides for
Goffsides actually this week.
Week
Yeah,
13.
Goffsides.
Was it Offsides?
Goffsides.
It was Goffsides.
Goffsides. This was Goofsides. Post week 13, going into week 14. And I've been Joe. Thanks.
Did Joe just mutiny the show?
My show now. And this week on JTN.
2 weeks ago, I was like, why do I have to do the intro? And now somebody else is doing it. I'm like, I actually don't like this.
Next week, make sure you tune into JTN because that's where this will be. Yeah. It's mine now.
And we'll
My
see you
brand.
next time, I guess. All right. That was a podcast.
Yeah, we're still recording, Matt. Do your little extra. Come on.
I did the outro. I said we'll see you next time.
That's your extra?
Well, first off, it's called an outro.
Nah, extra sounds better. Sounds cooler. But also, like, brother, come on. You watch me do a podcast for like 3 months, and that's.
I was
we'll
just
see you
rolling
next
with
time.
it. I was letting you do the first. We were doing like
No,
an
no, no,
alley-oop outro. Like you were dishing me up, and then I was like Blake Griffin slamming the shit out of it to do it.
Fair enough.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Fuck's sake. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I started falling asleep when we were talking about pickups with the Bills game, and I
You got woken back up with Ohio.
yeah.